Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Buxley, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Thursday, January 24th. These are the charts of the day. Well, I wasn't in the room today, but kudos to Andre for the way he handled things, and good job, tech traders. Good trading day. Some of the stocks that stood out for me after I reviewed them tonight were AUDC. Look, this stock is at a key overhead resistance level, triple top. With today's pop of 67 cents, or 5.4%, it appears to me this stock is on the verge of an explosive move, potentially. My targets are quick 14 and then 16, but I'm looking for longer down the road, maybe even up to, let's go 21. I'm looking for, let's make it 14, 17, and 21, and I'm going to issue a swing trade on this tomorrow. That's how much I like it. I think it's ready to explode. Calix, one of our swing trades, continuing to do great, and another new today, obviously, I think a nominal new high. Let's see, 10 3/4 there. Today's high 10.82. So a nominal new high. And going back, way back, you'll see this is the highest price on Calix since the end of 2014. So it's a 4.5-year high, and it's trending beautifully. I think there's more to go. And although it has been up for 7 days in a row, it may get some rest here. But if it does consolidate or set up a nice consolidation between 10, 10 1/4 in that area, I'd be a buyer for a move up to 12 and then near 14, 12 and maybe 13.90. Those are my next targets on Calix. And CDNA, one of my top picks for the year, is I think on the verge of an explosive move. It run up through the 50 today. It's at lateral resistance. There may be some additional resistance here at this 3-day top level, say 28 3/4. We can get through that. You're looking at 31.5. And then you're off to the races to mid-channel around 38, and eventually maybe in the 50s. This one could really be a big winner. Keep an eye on this one for a swing. Swing Sienna is doing great. Look at this move today up near 39.5. That's the highest level on Sienna since way back here in 07. We're talking a 12-year high. It looks to me like my target's at 41.5 or 45. Could be had. We'll see. Good momentum. Starting to really get interested in CLVS. I need to put a new swing on this one. I love this chart. When I see a stock that comes down and gets implosive, a big volume, reverses and has a 5-step up, 1 step back, that's a 1-2. This is 3 and 4 is underway. Or it may be 1 and 2 of 3, meaning 1, 2, and this is the third wave beginning with 5 waves in it. At the very least, though, this is a bull flag that looks like if it pops and takes out the 25.5 area, we're looking at 31, 32, and this one could really get going. So I'm going to also put a swing, I believe, on this one tomorrow, too. So we're looking at AUDC, CLVS, and I have another one that I'm going to be looking at later on today, later on this evening, that you'll see a little later, that I'm maybe considering for a swing. Swing trade Docu, beautiful base, breakout, stall for a couple days today, up $1.31, that's almost 3%. Volume wasn't huge, but if it gets above that zone, we're looking for 51 and 57. EHTH rocket ship, look at this thing go. One of my top picks for the year. Since the end of December, it's gone from 34 to 55. And it's today with huge volume. Now, sometimes when you see a stock spike up a big volume after a big run, it may be near a peak short term. If that's your angle of ascent right there, it looks like it's headed towards an area which is going to be overhead resistance. Not that this isn't an all-time high. It isn't, but we could. Let's just say that right now there's going to be some resistance at near 55 where it is today. That would be right there. And the all-time high, which is right there, came in back in 2014 at 63 and change, which might very well be the near-term target on this one. So if this spikes and continues to run, it wouldn't be shocking to see another 7, 8, 10 points. Keep your stops under today's low for protection, under 50 3/4. Low price FLNT, stock I really like after it broke out and flagged and then pulled back with the market, but held at 50, creating a new trend line. And channel is at the top of this line here, but it looks to me like it wants to extend to 5 1/4 and then 6 near term. Good momentum, nice OBV, looks higher to me. FN, also one of my favorites. Love that inverse head and shoulder and this beautiful channel up. Looks like it's headed to 70, 72, folks. Mid-channel targets around 62. This looks great. Current swing, I believe. If it isn't, I'll put it up. First solar swing, wow. Well, look at this chart. Big downtrend, base, retested, popped out and pulled right back to test and form a little platform here, and then boom, today up 206 or 4.5%. But more importantly, the highest close since back in here in September. I think First Solar is going to lead the solar group higher. Interesting. Now the stock is now 55.57. ICAD is flying. ICAD looks like it's ripping in here with a big pop pullback, and look at that run up. Now I wasn't kidding when I said 6.5, 7. It looks like it's headed there. Look at the volume today. Biggest volume I've seen in the stock in a long time. MBOT, well, after the pop yesterday and pullback, today was a nice inside day. Did not deteriorate. I like the OBV moving straight up. This is ready to explode. I think it goes to 13.5, 14, and then 18, 19, something like that. Stay tuned. Could be big. MMYT. Look at this base and breakout today with volume. Every time I see that, after a big decline and a base forms, then the resistance is taken out, targeting 30 and 32 going forward at least. Folks, I think Overstock's getting ready. That's another pick I think should be put out there. I love this look. Today their new platform started trading. After a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave decline, this fifth wave consolidation is less reliable. Looks more like a mini base. Today was a big day for it, up $1.42 or 10%. Volume wasn't big, but if it does get big and it breaks out across, say 16.5 tomorrow, it could gap and run. I would not be surprised to see 20 in a few days. Another stock in the solar group is Solar Edge, which popped out too. Take a look. Massive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today's breakout. Minimum target is a test of 42 3/4, but I think it gets up into that high 40s, 50 range. Steve's Scientific Games still running after a pause for a few days. It broke out again today. I fully expect this to make a run at 27. And finally, Xilinx swing just exploded on a phenomenal report. That helped the semiconductors fly today. And you can see it's probably a bit short-term extended. My target at one point was 106. Look where it traded, 106.7 today. So it may not extend dramatically from here, or will. One or the other. Usually when you break out across the channel top, it explodes. Or that would be a spike up blow off. We'll have to see, but make sure you keep stops. In my mind, it would be under here. Do not want to see the stock under 96.5. Obviously, the way it's consolidating in a coil here, it might be ready to just extend, and I mean quickly, towards 110, 112, 115. Beautiful chart. And that's it for tonight, everybody. Have a good evening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I will be back in the trading room. Good night, everybody.